Check this out, Fins Nation. We got new faces coming in, and things are heating up behind the scenes in Miami. This franchise ain't playing around. They're sending a loud and clear message to the league. We're here to make some noise this year. But are these signings gonna be the game changer? Stick with me, and I'll break it all down for you. But first, hit that subscribe button, because we bring you the news firsthand. The Miami Dolphins' first announcements involve keeping 4 players who were about to become unrestricted free agents. And man, there was a surprise in there. Besides Matt Dickerson, who had already re-signed, the franchise also locked in the returns of offensive lineman Jackson Carman and wide receiver Dee Eskridge, along with edge defender Quinton Bell and safety Elijah Campbell. Looks like the front office ain't trying to lose valuable depth pieces in this roster. But are these moves enough to take this team to the next level? Because it ain't just about keeping guys around. What the fans want to see is Miami making a deep playoff run and fighting for that Super Bowl. And GM Chris Grier knows that all too well. During his press conference, he made it clear that the top priority is strengthening the offensive line, which struggled with injuries throughout last season. And that's where Jackson Carman's name comes into play. Last year, he had to step in as a tackle in Week 15 against the Texans, filling in for a unit that was completely banged up. But the team's plan is for him to play as a guard, adding depth to the group and making sure the OL doesn't collapse again. Dolphins fans know all too well how much of a problem that was in 2024. Aside from boosting the O-line, the Dolphins also made moves on offense. Eskridge, for example, returns to a receiver room that already features Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and newcomer Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. But can he carve out a role in this explosive offense? So far, he's only recorded 3 catches in 6 games last season, while also contributing on kickoff returns. He's got speed, but he's got to prove he can be a real weapon on offense. 2. And speaking of proving themselves, Quinton Bell and Elijah Campbell got some work to do as well. Bell is stepping into a crowded edge rusher group with guys like Chop Robinson, Jalen Phillips, and Bradley Chubb. The competition is stacked, and he's got to show he can be a difference maker in Miami's defense. Campbell, on the other hand, seems to have a more secure spot on the roster thanks to his key role on special teams. I want to hear from you. What do you think about these Dolphins moves? Is Miami on the right path, or do they still got a long way to go before they're real contenders?